I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we got our...
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Keller and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harvey. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Lowry in the point guard position. Ross, that's good. Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Britt.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
Here's Lowry following the score by Cleveland. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
A nice shot by Irving.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league and first in the East. They made over 78% of their foul shots.
Smith on the wing. And here's Love for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's DeRozan. Shot from 16. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And they double up James. Kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 on the clock. Irving attacking, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Ross kicks to DeRozan, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
And there is a measurement in the NBA called true shooting percentage. It takes into account the values of 2s, 3s, and how you get to the line. That free throw percentage of the Raptors had them as the 6th best offense in terms of true shooting last season.
A stupendous finish in track.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
DeRozan passes to Patterson. Ross dishes to Valanciunas. Ross on the wing. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And then Smith with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad the lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The drive by James. Now here's Carroll. He's covered closely. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but They had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Pass to Biombo. Yeah. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Now Lowry, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Outside Scola, and stolen by Fry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And Zaman jumping in for J.R. Smith.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And there's a whistle that goes on Amon Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Luis Scola. Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. We've got 28 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. Clock is at 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Carroll. Shumpert with some nice deep.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Thompson down low with Mozgov. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket compiled. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, but
it does. That is a factor. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's DeRozan with the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir. And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving gets to Shumpert. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for the third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Kyle Lowry. checked in for Toronto.
And Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4 seed in the East.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Ross. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And the Raptors did play the other Eastern teams well. Went 500 against the rest of the Eastern Conference playoff teams, too.
And despite that, we know the Raptors had a disappointing playoff run to end the year, but I thought they still showed that they are a power in the East by having another strong season against the conference.
Toronto calls timeout.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top door, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Toronto working the ball around now. And there's a whistle. It goes on Iman Shumpert. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Here is Lowry. He has 5. And Valanciunas kicks to Ross. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
The first free throw is good. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And that's collected by Love.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Ooh, that is a tough shot.
It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Moving it up. Here's Smith. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here's Ross. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Cavaliers making a switch here. Osgood's checked in. Shot clock at 6. James kicks the front. And it's off from 3-point range. Raptors trail by 8. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Here's Ross. And he can't bank that one in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biombo's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Ross. And they doubling up with LeBron. That one goes. Count. 8 points for Smith. Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that, so you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage nationally.
Carroll hits them both.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
LeBron against Carroll. Passes to Smith. It's Mozgov, high post. Smith outside. To the paint. Biombo with the block. Fast break, Toronto. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Carroll.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
James, the pass to Smith. A three-pointer, no good. Toronto calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, he just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Second half about to start here in just a few moments. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players have a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in the small forward position.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Irving dishes to Smith. For 3, Love. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. A shot by Lowry, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Ross against James. The shot from 20 feet away. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And so Irving nails both of them. Raptors trail by 14. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Lowry passes.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
The kick out to Irving. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
You rarely see him missing dunk, but the defender was right.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Valanciunas.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for them.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Fry comes in for 2. Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert. Toronto calls timeout.
Well, I tell you, the Raptors really were befuddled with how that series went. I mean, they just never got things going and became the first team to get swept with home court advantage in the playoffs since 2011.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. From deep. The shot by Lowry, no good.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
3-pointer, Dellavedova. Raptors trailed by 14. Carroll dishes to Powell. Soft touch off the glass. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, you look at the Raptors last season and how they stumbled at times. You could see that they would have trouble in the postseason with the way they were constructed. I don't think anybody saw a sweep coming, but that's where it ended up being. And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Biyombo kicks to Carroll. Here's Powell. He's covered by Irving. Free throw line jump shot. Mozgov with the block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Powell kicks to Johnson. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third.
Oh, the big man rocking the rim. Good aggressive finish right there.
And usually he leaves those to his teammates.
And you know, guys, with his length, I think he needs to attack the basket much more. Those dunks should be routine for him.
Mozgov kicks to Dellavedova. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we'll be back right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard handlers. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Carroll passes to DeRozan. He kicks it to Valanciunas. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Raptors trail by 12. Lowry for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Raptors making a change here. Ross is checked in. And the Raptors with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And the Raptors miss again. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Smith. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Patterson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And finished off by DeRozan.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Irving with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Irving double team. Love kicks to Shumpert. Ross with the steal. Here's Lowry. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. In the corner, Smith with it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 10 points for Smith. Dishes to Patterson. And stolen by Love. There's the feed to Smith. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Toronto calls timeout.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
James checked in for the Cavaliers. Lowry for 3. And that one's good.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
On its way from Irving for 2. Down to the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And DeRozan kicks to Patterson. Back to DeRozan. Looks for Lowry. Gets it to him. Second chance shot. No luck. Good D by Thompson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they got today?
Good. That's 12 points for Kyle Lowry. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
That's the break.
Yeah. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. And the shot is good. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
James again. Ross. Thompson dishes to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
It's taken away by Smith. Will go on to the hoop. And the dunk by James. And the Cavaliers lead.
On the humble tumble, the corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals.